Well, good morning, YouTube. A viewer of mine asked me to do a little walk around of my bike and the things I've done to it. This is an Lectric XP 2.0. As you can see, it's been heavily modified. It has the original, not the original wheel, a replacement wheel, but it's the original style wheel on the back, spoked. I hate spokes in the back, but whatever. 500 watt motor. My motor with the 1000 watt controller I have hooked up to it peaks at about just under 1300 watts. Front motor, I bought obviously aftermarket. When I bought it, it was a couple years ago, and it only cost me like 160 out the door, free shipping. Now, if you try to buy it, it's like 160 plus shipping. It's like almost $200 or some shit. You know, it's 109 plus. It's the same price. They just took the cost of the shipping, deducted it from the total, and basically you're getting charged the same amount. Basically, it's deceptive marketing. Rear triangle battery is 20 amp hour. Front triangle battery is 15 amp hour. This bike used to have 5 batteries on it. I had 2 of the blue shrink wrap kind paralleled to themselves, and then to one of my triangle batteries for the rear wheel. Since the rear wheel does need more power, it uses more power because of all the weight that rests over it. The front motor had the original frame battery and this other battery I'll show you right now in it. Hopefully you can see this. It's a little dark in here, but you can see on the piano over there, that's the frame battery that died on me, and the other shark style battery that died on me. The electric battery had been going out for a while. It had been like not charging, and it charges all the way, but then it wouldn't discharge consistently. It kept like cutting out. But I couldn't tell because the other battery was paralleled with it. And so what happened was, on a flat tire ride home, I rode home on the flat because I was too far to walk. The front motor completely died. And what happened was the electric battery wasn't actually working, and then the shark style battery, because the amount of strain I put on the motor trying to get home, it just killed the battery backs. And it wasn't intentional. I made a mistake. I was just trying to get home. So then I just switched back to the rear motor and got home on that. It's got the rear controllers from an ebike hub kit. I think a rear hub kit I bought a long time ago. The monitor for that controller is this monitor right here. I'm trying to stand back so you can see. That monitor is for the rear. That came off of also an e-bike kit. So this monitor and this controller match, but they're hooked up to a different motor, and they're parallel to, or not parallel though, they're hooked up to another aftermarket throttle. Oh man, I jacked my grip up. How did I do that? Look what I did. I don't know how I did that. That sucks. Probably resting it up against the side of the bookshelf over there when I park it. These grips were great though. As you can see, that's a short grip. It's a bolt-on short grip. I got them on AliExpress for 99 cents. They had some kind of new purchaser deal, and I got them for 99 cents. You can't beat that. I should have bought a few pairs of them, but I wasn't thinking about that at the time. I put a bar extender on here. I used to have my phone on there and a couple more lights, but people didn't like the phone because it would vibrate. It was in there. It wasn't going to pop out, but it wasn't very snug, so it would wobble a lot, like, and it wasn't very good. I recently zip tied all this shit together because people were giving me crap about this being all over the place, and I have to admit it's nicer and it's less likely to get snagged on something now. I have camera mounts on the front and side. I don't really use them anymore because nobody really seems to give a crap about the angles that much. They're more or less worried about like your first person view. However, that bottom one makes me look like I'm hauling ass because it's like so close to the ground and it's kind of angled downward. It just makes you look like you're flying. The front controller is a 1500 watt controller. I think that's a 1500 watt. It's a 1500 watt controller, 48 volts, from one of my fat 26 by 4 inch fat tire hub kits that I bought for my fat mountain bike that I dismantled and is in the garage in pieces. And this monitor came with this controller. But then again, the throttle is also one I got on Amazon, and I had to obviously splice it on there. What's in this bag is all the wires from this controller. I'm trying to keep the wires as far away from the controller because sometimes when the controllers overheat, they can cause your phase wires to fuse together, and then you have to separate them, and eventually you just keep running out of phase wire to like disassemble, reassemble, and then your controller shot, and that sucks. So front motor is a 1000 watt motor hooked up to a 1500 watt controller. Rear motor is 500 watts hooked up to a 1000 watt controller. The seat's aftermarket. My electric e-bike seats kept breaking, the branded ones. I have one in the room, the last one they sent me. I told them I needed a seat, and then they accidentally sent me a seat post. Told me don't worry about it, keep the seat post, and then sent me the seat. But this one's been holding up for like 2 years, and it's really comfortable compared to the electrics. It's all, see how squishy that is? Look at that. The rear tire is an Ultraverse. It's kind of like a cross between a dual sport and a regular bike tire. The front tire is a dual sport MMG tire. It's sized for a 16-inch wheel, but 20-inch e-bike hub motor wheels are 16 inches. These dual sports will fit. That's what you need for it. It's a 16-inch dual sport tire will fit on those. In the back bag is just my tools. My spare tubes are now in my backpack. I have more tools in my backpack too, but the majority of my tools are in there, and that's why I have it bungee down, because I can't really afford to lose those, or I'll be really screwed, because I'm constantly working on my bike. That's pretty much it. So it's electric XP. When it had 5 battery packs on it, it used to have a 50-mile range. Even with my gigantic booty on it, it was like really good. Then it went down to the 4 battery packs, and then that flat tire ride killed those 2, or killed one of the 2, because obviously I said the other one was already dead. So I'm down to just these 2 batteries. I really need a new bike. I keep having to fix broken spokes in this rear wheel, and I'm running out of spare spokes for it, and I can't find them anywhere, and Lectric doesn't sell them, so I have no way to get a hold of new spokes. Unless I take them to a bike shop and have them cut a bunch down, and that's going to cost me more money than I want to spend on something. And what I'm doing right now is I've been trying to, well, it helps if I actually take my backpack off before I sit on the chair. This is really uncomfortable and hurting my back. Okay. I was trying to order some of this. I think this came off of this bike originally. So I was going to wrap this up on here, but it's been used, and I don't know how well this is going to work. I was going to go for a ride. I mean, out though, I'm kind of tired. My back is like really sore. I wanted to ride though because it's supposed to get up to 103 degrees today. So for my viewer that wanted the walk around and the explanation of my modifications on my bike, that's what I did. Also, if you notice, let me try tilting you down. If you can see right down there, the washers, because this had a regular like fat 3-inch fat hub in it, I had to use like 3 washers on each side to space it to center the wheel the right way. And I also had to leave the plastic spacer that comes on your hub when you get your hub motors. I had to leave that on there in order to push the disc over far enough so that the caliper didn't rub on the hub motor. But it's fine. I tightened it down. It's not coming loose or nothing. It's been working like that for a couple years. So anyways, let me see if I can actually do this. I don't know how well this is going to go. I don't even know where to start here. I've never done this before, so I don't know if I'm supposed to start from the bottom or start from the top or what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing. Shit. Okay. What am I doing here? I don't know if this is going to work. It's like, there we go. It's like not really, keeps wrapping back on itself. If I get a good rhythm going here, I'll be okay. I may still have to order some anyway, because I still got to kind of cinch up these 2 wires, if you can see those 2 wires up there. The throttle cable and the monitor cable. I may not actually have enough of this, because this is like a lot more bulky than what it was originally attached to. I have way more wire on here, and cables and connectors and stuff. So I'm probably not going to go for a ride today. I thought I was going to have the energy, but I don't think I'm going to have the energy. I've had a lot of bike maintenance the last couple of days, and flat tires and bike riding and other stuff that I've been doing, so I'm not doing a very clean job of this. I'm trying to. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough of this for this little bit here. Maybe. Actually, I may have to cut some of it off. Good thing I brought my knife out here with me. Or what I could do is just wrap it up and then wrap it back down and get extra on there. I tried buying this other tube stuff, but I didn't get the right width or whatever, so it didn't work. I had to return it to Amazon. It was also really hard to use. It was like the plastic tube that's slit down the middle of it, and you're just supposed to pry it open and squeeze the cable in, but it I need to get closer. I'm sitting so goddamn far away. Okay, it was too hard to even get the cable started in it, so. God, that looks shoddy as hell. That looks so janky, Larry. My arms are starting to hurt. That's how out of shape I am, guys. This is actually making my arms hurt. Jesus. Did a gym membership, bro. Oh, fuck. So obviously I'm only going to be able to take it up so far, because I'm going to run into the whole problem of bunched up cableness up here. Round the zip tie. Shit. See, I think I'm going to try to cut that off of there, and then use the rest of it up on the higher up part there. Let me get my knife out here. My crappy knife. Try not to cut myself in the process. It could happen. So that doesn't look too bad. For my first attempt, it doesn't look too bad, at least. Alright, let's try wrapping this stuff up with my little bit I got left. This is a little bit tighter fit here because it's right on the freaking... I need to change positions. Switch positions! Okay. It's my version of the Mad Hatter. The fatter Mad Hatter. Because I'm a big old boy. Alright. Doesn't seem to be staying on there as well. He gets mad at me because I cut it. It's like, owie! Damn it. My arms hurt. It's making my shoulders hurt. Jesus. Oh my God. I'm full of chili, man. I had chili like not too long ago. I don't eat at normal meal times because I don't sleep at normal times either, so. I had chili with some sour cream mixed in and some shredded Colby Jack cheese, and I dipped club crackers into it because my teeth are messed up and I've been trying to eat a lot more soft foods. I kind of have to. Make sure my splice isn't going to get pulled apart on there. That looks a little bit better. Alright. I think I'm just going to wrap this one back down instead of trying to cut it off. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. I'm going to push the bike back in there. I'm going to leave it unplugged just in case I decide to ride in a little while, if I start feeling a little bit less full of chili. But yeah, that looks a little bit better. I mean, I really can't squish that up that much anymore. I mean, I could, but it's like, I don't really want to. So, all right, well, with that, remember, it'd be super duper awesome if you could like, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribers, thank you for hanging in there. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Random viewers, consider subscribing. We're up to almost 1,950 subscribers. If we can get 2,000 in the next couple weeks, that would be awesome. If we could get like 20,000, that'd be even better. Got to aim for the stars, guys. Yeah, so remember to have a wonderful wherever you are, and I will see you all in my next e-bike video. Okay, bye.